Not the best way to start off the week this week for the stock market, guys. Check it out. We had all the indexes in the red today as the VIX went up around 3%, and we had the metals up a good chunk, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Hold on a second. Silver up 3.3%, and we had gold up 1.3%. And we had Sofi, which we're going to cover in this video, guys, obviously, like you all saw in the title, down almost 5% on the day. So we have a lot to go over. If y'all find value, hit the like button, make sure to subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on X and on TikTok. Those are linked down below. And with that being said, guys, cheers. Let's dive into it. Oops, I almost knocked over my vitamins. For some reason, I have my vitamins right here. I don't know why, but almost knocked them over. Let me put those to the side, guys, and let's dive into it. So essentially, SoFi downtrended, no joke, all day today, as pretty much the indexes did as well, which we'll cover here in a couple of minutes. So we had SoFi in the pre-market over $9. In fact, it was at $9.14 at one point in the pre-market at about, 7:30 a.m. on the East Coast. Then we opened up at around 9:07, and then we pretty much, again, sold off and downtrended for the rest of the day. From 9:07 down to 8:57, that was a drop of around 5.5% from open to where we ended up going down to, right? And you guys can see clearly we took out the lows from Friday, which you guys can see Friday we pretty much consolidated and held $8.90 to about $9 for the entire day. So we had no problem taking that low out. So we dumped under that point. And you guys can see on the 5-day, 5-minute, now we're taking out the lows from the last couple of days with today's red move, right? Or red day, shall I say. You guys can see on Thursday, we held roughly 875. Same thing on, pretty much every day last week. So the fact that we're breaking under that point, we have a death cross right now. We're under the moving averages on the 5-day, 5-minute chart. This is not the best sign for the bulls in the short term. And before you guys are like, oh my God, Stas, he's flip-flopping in the comments. I see the comments you guys leave. Not all of you. It's a small amount of you. But before you say that, guys, listen, we cover the day-to-day action here on the charts. If you see the title and take the title at face value every single day, well, you're going to go nuts. You actually have to watch the video and realize that these videos that we do, these updates, are the day-by-day breakdown. And if SoFi's breaking down on the day and we're breaking key levels, what do you want me to do to you guys? Lie to you and not tell you and be like, oh yeah, it's sunshine and rainbows, we're trending up, we're going to the moon. No, I'm going to tell you guys how the charts are looking. And, I know the majority of you understand that, but a lot of people, well, not a lot, but some of you, drop comments and you're like, oh, you're flip-flopping this, that. You got to realize we're covering the day-to-day action here on this channel when it comes to the charts with SoFi. That's not the only thing we do, obviously, but that's one of the, topics that we cover here on the channel, right? It's SoFi, the charts, kind of what I'm doing. As full disclosure, I'm long SoFi. You guys probably know that. So here on the 5-day, we're breaking trend a bit. And here on the 20-day, though, wait a second, we're obviously still holding an uptrend, and this where we're at right now is a vital spot for the bulls, right? Very critical spot for the bulls. As you all can see, we are holding an uptrend, and this is the higher low test, as I like to call it, right? You guys see the higher low right there, higher low right there, higher low, higher low. You guys see all these? So yeah, man, this is a spot where I'm watching SoFi in the short term to see if it does bounce. And if it does, 9s, mid-9s, maybe 10s, that's where we could be headed. So this looks pretty good. This 4.5% sell-off today was simply a pullback based on the 20-day chart, at least in my opinion. I'm not telling you guys what to do. I'm not a financial advisor, of course. Keep that in mind. But based on my observation, as of right now, as of the start of the week here on March 4th, that's kind of what I'm thinking. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. As always, guys, I would love to know kind of where your head is at right now. So, yeah, that's kind of where mine's at here on SoFi. And, of course, I'm still long. I didn't buy any today, but obviously I didn't sell any either. So I'm just holding on to my position. And here on the 4-hour chart, you guys can see, we're still struggling to break that $9 to mid-$9 level. But if we do break out of there, man, it could be clear blue skies for SoFi, and who knows where it's going to go from that point. So that's a quick breakdown here on SoFi Technologies. Let me know your thoughts, as always, in the comments down below, guys. And again, like I said in the intro, we had a red day across the board today. SPY went down 0.1% on the day, but do you want to know something funny? We actually hit an all-time high before close. Isn't that crazy? So we downtrended in the pre-market, kind of shot up for a good chunk of the day in the beginning of the day. Then we saw that huge move to 514, followed by that big dump to 511, which you guys can see that was a down move of 0.5% on SPY. So it's crazy how much of a roller coaster ride it was today for SPY, and the fact that we had a red day, but again, we hit an all-time high. And on Triple Q, if I pull this up, did this hit an all-time high? It looks like it did in the pre-market. We hit 446.75. Let me pull out to the 4-hour chart and show you guys this. It looks like we hit that all-time high. Then we sold off essentially and closed down almost 0.5% on the day. And you guys can see on the intraday, this was downtrending pretty much all day. We had that little pump at about 3:30 p.m., but that was short-lived. Then we ended up selling down. So keep your eyes on this. Maybe we pull back a bit more, towards 4:30 on Triple Q. Maybe SPY starts coming down a bit further as well. Let's pull that up again and see. Maybe down towards, 500 to 505. That'd be a healthier spot, in my opinion. But then again, who knows what's going to happen? We haven't had many pullbacks recently. So what do you guys think about that? Let me know in the comments. And let's see what other stocks did well today or not so well. Looks like Tesla got destroyed, which I'll make a video on that in the future, very near future here. This went down over 7%. Looks like it's getting back to the mid 180s. So we'll talk about that here moving forward. WBD's one that also got hit today. Warner Brothers Discovery down almost 7% on the day. And this is one that I've slowly been doing some research on as a potential investment, not a trade, but an investment. This stock's down big time. It's actually at $8 right now. But back in the beginning of August, it was around $15. And if I pull the 3-year chart up, your jaw is going to drop. Are you ready for this? It was at $80 about 3 years ago. So this is getting to a point where it's very being down, right? It's down big time. So it's worth looking at, in my opinion, which is what I'm doing now. I'm diving deeper into it. I don't have any money in it quite yet. But I'm doing some research, and potentially at some point I might start buying some WBD. We'll see. But that one got beaten up today. Let's see what went up today. Looks like Macy's went up around 13%. That's a nice gap up for Macy's. Looks like we just hit a fresh high on this 4-hour chart. Not bad. Coinbase keeps on going, 11.3%. The breakout's continuing here on Coinbase, which is nuts. What do you guys think about SoFi, the indexes here, some of these other stocks that we mentioned? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And before you click off this video, don't forget to get up to 15 stocks from Moomoo, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000, guys. Just use that link down below. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, you get 5 stocks, and fund it with at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 15 stocks, and each of those could be valued up to $2,000. So get on it, guys. Use that link down below. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next one.